Jay, you are such a precious peep for dealing with these commands. Thank you. Okay. I feel like I need to recap a little bit and talk about the story is about for everyone who have not been here or maybe who doesn't remember. So, the story begins with us being found by 3 people, 3 exiles. We were found on the ground, they took us in to their little wagon, and now we're traveling alongside with them. And it turns out that people get thrown down here if they do something bad, or in quotation, bad. If they do something to be punished for by others people, they get thrown down here and thrown into exile. So these travelers that we're traveling with and us apparently are exiles. And along the way that we have traveled, we picked up a few other people. I can show them off here. These 3, okay, I will come to that. So we picked up Shay, that was also like just wandering around, and we took her in. We picked up this little bird, Tisho, and this worm who was kind of decided to leave his own people. Picked him up, and then this harpy that's also looking for, well, we don't really know. You can see how you can read about their story, and for most of them we still have unknown for the crime that they done and the motive they had and for how many years they've been exiled. So we don't really know much about these people or these creatures. We know that they're exiles and they're thrown down here. Then, as we traveled, we came across this dude called something with wood. Sandalwood. We came across this dude called Sandalwood that our original 3 exiled peeps talked about, that we need to find the Sandalwood. So we met him, and he told us that in order to stop being exiled, in order to get out of this place and go back to the normal world and be free from this cursed exiledness, you have to play in different rights, games basically, and win them. And when you win, you get to send one person to freedom back to the world, right? And so these rights, they call them right in this game. It's basically like football games kind of, and you play against another team and you try to win, and if you win you get to free one of the peeps. So far we have played in one of the rights and we freed one person, and we got to choose who to free, and we freed one of the 3 original peeps that found us. So he's no longer with us. He's in a better place, hopefully. I mean, we don't know, but they said that we send him back to where he lived before he got exiled. So he's good. So now we're kind of wandering around. Yuki's very excited about the story. He really likes this game. Vad vill du? Oh, nothing. Hi Spade, how you doing? So yeah, so now we're kind of like traveling around, and we're waiting for the next right basically to play that one, and hopefully we win it and we get to free yet another person. And I'm assuming that the whole goal is to free everyone, right? I'm assuming that's it, but I don't know if we will be able to free everyone or if we only have a certain number. We'll see as we go, I guess. Pick them up. Weird way of pronouncing enslaved. No, what do you mean? We didn't enslave. They were lost and they wanted to follow along. Oh, and another thing, it turns out that we're not just like any other exile. We are apparently a reader. And what a reader is that they can read the language that they have here, and they can read the stars, and the stars show us where to go to find these rites. So the other exiles, without me and Sandalwood, that's also a reader, they wouldn't know where to go. They would just be wandering around here aimlessly. But because we can read the stars and we know where to go, we can guide them, sort of, to these rites, these football games, kind of, and free them. I don't know if I explained this in a good way. I don't know if you got more confused by this, but that's basically what this game is about. You sing as the song of your people. In a way, that's the goal. Okay. Also, if you know this game, people in here, if you know this game and you know how it ends, I don't want spoilers. But of course, you are free to be here, watch this, and talk about it, as long as you don't spoil the game, of course. Being lost just made them easier to make enslaves. Okay, whatever. So, we continue. You end up spending part of the day with your Dariel, exploring the area surrounding your wagon. You learn this area used to be a swimming hole many years ago. Your Dariel is one of the exiles that first found us, and she's a hot demon. Man, if I could marry one of these exiles, it would be her. These waters are poisonous, but the curs who gathered here, they swum regardless. Your lasting memory of the place is standing by the shore, imagining the feel of the water. As you head back in silence, you consider which of your vocations to pursue. And this is basically to kind of give us a better chance in the rites. There you are. You find your Dariel seemingly deep in thought. You consider whether even to bother her. Your presence is now unwelcomed, reader. Remain a moment, please. She stares at you for some time. Today marks the beginning of my 16th year in exile. Oh my god, we will know her story now. You look back at her and remain silent. You sense that all she wants from you right now is for you to listen. I have kept count. Put notches in this breastplate of mine for each passing day. Notice how much it has frayed. 16 years, reader. The orphans whom I fostered would be long since fully grown. Some of them are likely gone. Many of them spoke of how they longed to one day serve with me in the blood border. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder, if I still were captain, would I have protected them? Could I have made a difference? I think not. The Commonwealth and the High Wing Renants, they have fought eternally. Those such as I have come and gone through the age. So Commonwealth is the place where most people got exiled from, I believe. That's where we want to send the people back to, I think. I barely remember myself. The story's too good, I hate someone spoiling it for me? Okay, good. Hi Spaceberry, how you doing? I catch myself feeling pity for my years, but then, had I remembered there on the blood border, it is unlikely I would have lived to see this day. She looks at you again. Do you know why they cast me down here? I was a decorated captain. They said I was the best. She closes her eyes a moment before she continues. One day, it was a standard patrol, but I ran across a pack of harp fledglings, fully armed and prepared for a strike, but all of their own. They were nothing for my regiment. We ensnared them all and took them in. a considerable price. They were not yet conditioned, and could be made to talk. When the order came down that they were to be executed, I could not bring myself. The Commonwealth, priding itself on mercy, committing such acts, though through one such as me, it was unconscionable. Does that mean like you can't have that on your conscience? Words. So I thought then, at least in my younger years, I let the damned birds go, made no claims as to the contrary, and turned myself in. I was cast down the following week, 16 years ago. Thus, my enemy had the last laugh in the exchange. If I were faced with the same choices again today, I do not know for a certain that I would have chosen just the same. Now then, I shall go and mark this occasion, as I have always done. Beware, reader. She heads out the wagon alone. So, she didn't even do anything bad herself. So far, we got to know that the people that got exiled, I would say they didn't really do anything that bad. Like her, for example, she just didn't want to kill a bunch of people. And then she got exiled. We have Che here, that we know she got exiled because she was different. She didn't like fit into how people should act. And so because she was different and a bit strange, they were like, we don't want anything to do with you, so they threw her out. They threw her out here to be exiled. Nice to meet you, Shay. And you're really so gullible, you just believe their stories? I do. Of course I do. She opened up to us. I'm gonna believe anything that they say. I trust my people here. I trust my people. How about we... Small global bonuses. I think I want that. I'm doing this. Slightly faster. Size of the aura. I think I want the size of the aura. Finish studying. Cool. Let's continue our... That's the common point. They don't like the rules of the Commonwealth. Yeah, it seems that the Commonwealth just had like... It's like a cult. Right? And they just do whatever they please. And when someone do not agree with their way of having it, they just like banish them. Spring of Yomer. Here in the barren wastes of Yomer Valley, you encounter a message imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Hedwyn, whom you liberated at the fall of Solheim. You learn Hedwyn returned safely to the Commonwealth, where he was clothed and welcomed. His past transgression all forgiven. What? This is the first and only one that we have spared so far. It's the first exile that found us, and he was really nice. And we know now that he's back. No, you're hot, Savior. He was to be groomed for a leadership position of his choice, whether on the council or the blood border, each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before the stunned council member could do anything about it, he left them. He since made contact with Wolfred's agents and is working together with them. Thus, the rank of the revolution grows stronger. Oh my god, this gives me the shivers. This is amazing. Revolution. I hate Hedwyn. Don't. He's amazing. I love Hedwyn. Per the messenger imp custom, the last part of the message was transcribed from Hedwyn, word for word, and says, Keep going. I see you there. I see you here. Of course, because, well... You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Soon, your companions are all abuzz about it. He did it. Kikra! Tiso is happy to hear Hedwyn is well back in the Commonwealth. I always thought Hedwyn was looking for someone out there back home. Do you think he found her? I wonder if he'll ever find the one he fell for. Yeah, that's how it's done, Hedwyn. Right behind you, chum. A glorious example, Hedwyn, sets for us all. The news of Hedwyn's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. +1 hope. I'm so happy. I don't know why I'm so happy. We're doing this. Down with Commonwealth. I already forgot the name. You can buy things. Hey, you guys. How long has it been since I last told you you're my favorite customer? Because I just wanted to remind you that's definitely true, okay? So come on in, I guess. Oh, is this? After dosing the adventure Pyre, the bearer earns a reward up to 3 times. This could be good though. No, plunging. Plunging is when you dive in. I don't think I even want that. To flinch the orb, the bear charge up speed increase. I think we can sell this. Now we buy this. Rejuvenating coffee. Coffee is delicious. Okay. And then... I kind of want to level up this. Like a 9 extra damage wouldn't be too bad. And the one that he has right now is... While carrying the orb, the bearer moves faster than usual. That's pretty good too, though. I wish they could have 2 talismans. This is what I wanted. That's only +3 damage. That's not worth it. Oh well. I mean, that's it. Come see us again, guys. I wish to be remembered. Describes deeds. I wish to be remembered not for boastfulness. Thus, I refrain from detailing our exploits across the land. Safe to say that they were numerous. Known that only through our combined strength of arms and wit did we withstand this savage land. Such were the monstrous dangers that it possessed. Post. I came to see that all the terrors which I bear at bedside in my youth were based entirely on fact. So great they were, they blotted out the sky. Such was the evil that we vanquished, that the remnants of it yet shine under the stars. And in the end, it was the stars which guided us towards our truest calling. Living in exile. Once I too roamed free. I remember well those days in which I was called thief. Chief. I traveled all the world over on my four good paws, and I was well aboard. I wanted to grow stronger. Here at last I have. I shall not mince my words. This place shall either harden you or kill you. It shall haunt you with old memories. You shared the exile's plicht. My charge is to elevate the string of it for you a little bit, and to prolong your stay, but only for as long as needed. Your charge is to return. I forgot that they have so many commas. We call this place the downside for a reason, but in time, here you can learn to eat, to seek out shelter, and to find a certain beauty in unlikely places. Nom time. What are you having? What are you having for lunch? Years upon long years, we spent distilling life essence from many things, which all once withered under the auspices of their mortality, which we ourselves cut short. In this we have no regrets, for we learned much, and so we think did they. We learned the title witch, and were forced to flee into the downside. Here we encountered Soliam, myrrh, and soon we gained an understanding of each other. He bade us. I think I need to change batteries for my controller. I can read this first. He bade us circumnavigate these lands and catalog our findings. We felt a strong desire to expose the secrets of this land. He wished to yield benefit to those who followed in our wake. Indulge us both, then. It's been some time since we had to change our batteries. But now they're dead. And as you know, maybe, or if you don't, I can tell you. Of course, I'm using rechargeable batteries from IKEA. Bestest of batteries. Gotta represent my country. Ta-da! Don't now decided it's nom time, but what to eat yet? Oh, I reckon something savory, something nice. Pancakes are nice too. You know, if it was easier for me to switch between streaming here and being in the kitchen, I would definitely include like some cooking sessions when I do like pancakes or something, but now it's like such a hassle to move everything, so that's why we're sticking to only baking streams. Oh well. The spring of Yomer. That's where we are now. I oft-times think the carapace of the Hive Titan Bialanthius shall be an everlasting blemish on an almost splendid bit of land. But Yomer, in his branchness, felled the monsters with a certain flair. Then a moon shone through the ridge of this massive carapace and shined upon the pooling Ishur, turning it into the freshest nectar ever to be tasted. The spring shall flow eternally, and those who walk within it shall experience the plenished glory of the lands. The stars began to fall there in the spring with regularity, and we now know how soon again that they shall do so, and we wish for you to see it for yourself. We're back to Pyre. We are back to Pyre. I think we read all of them. Yeah. I guess we continue with Pyring. Here, among the stark badlands of the spring of humor, you await the signal of the stars. There is no sign yet of your expected adversaries, the accusers. Then the little imp Tiso flutters up to you. Hara. Tiso cautions you that he has some history with your next adversary, Lendl. Skrihak! Tiso seemed to be indicating that Lendl has a personal vengeance against him. But before he can explain anything further, the stars begin to call to you. Oh, the Tiso IRL. He's very cute.
The stars align.
You exiles of the Night Winds.
You are returned once more unto the spring of Jomier.
Oh, Jomier.
The triumvirate you stand against shall be the accusers. Snuff out their pyre's flame and show your worth. Now prepare yourselves.
Your companions are assembled and ready for the rites to commence. However, there is still no sign of your adversary's accuser. Little Imp Tiso screeches something, cautioning you all to stay alert. But then, someone leaps forth from the shadows. He grabs at his mask. Aha! Cut out, you miserable beast! I knew it! After all this time, I knew that you were still among their ranks. Hrak! Tiso is angry to have stumbled into an apparent trap laid for him by Lendl. Silence, friend. You robbed me by my freedom, my dignity. Your evil shall be ended here and now, and you, Nightwings, shall not deny me thus again. Come then, my accusers, for we face again none other than the spawn of the accursed imp, Haub the Swallow. Let us show him now that he is a disgrace. Tiso whistles something angry back at him. Whatever transpires between him and Lendl in the past, Lendl evidently has not let it go.
Who shall conduct this rite?
Rooster bio updated. But for who? For Tiso? I didn't even know that you could see their bio here. What the hell? I didn't know. Corruption, pride. He was a well-fed young constable of the peace, bent on always making sure his suspects were found guilty. Once he took in a civilian on suspicion of theft in Commonwealth artifacts. The civilian was exiled. Meow! Oh, you hear Yuki? Amir Tiso. Sikra! The civilian was exiled, then the artifacts were found in his home, but on further investigation, suspicions turned to Lendl. It turned out he planned the damning evidence, so he was exiled in turn. We already know this. In the downside, he soon made contact with accusers who needed another to found in him and found in him a capable new leader. Oh, so motive was pride. He refused to accept the idea that his initial suspicions were incorrect. I don't know what's updated. I think we already knew this. Maybe this is updated. Runs much faster for a short time. I don't know. Oh, they have more. Rank 35 talisman? What? My talismans only go to level 20. That's a bit unfair, don't you think? While bearer's Pyre has more than adversary bearer deals bonus damage. Hold on. Okay, so they're basically gonna do a shit ton of damage and have a lot of damage. I want to go with my favorite squad here, I think. Rookie. Hi, Savior. You have to let Tiso play? I don't really like how Tiso plays though, but we can let him play. That's fine. We need to just put something here. He can have this. Okay. Cool.
Tiso.
Tiso.
It is done.
Pity. Hee-ha! Tiso hoped never to have seen Lendl again, but is prepared to face him. Knighting Wing, the wicked friend of you that you serve, is an affront. He denied my rightful freedom. In my moment of triumph, I shall never forgive him or any of you. Oh, I forgot how to play though.
Commence. Now then. The Nightwings assert themselves thusly.
Rabia.
Who? Rookie doused
No,
the
it
adversary's
works. I love
flames.
Ruki. If he goes, I don't know what to do anymore. Hold still, you misbegotten little pox. We're not finished with you yet. Tiso utters at Lendl a slew of the absolute worst imp profanities. Your curses would not possibly affect me any further, you foul spawn. For you have taken everything from me already. But if I am to be trapped in this forsaken hole with you for the remainder of my days, then I shall see to it that you shall be a dull fruit as my own. Imp profanities.
That Lendl certainly enjoys a rousing speech. Though talk means nothing in the rights.
I want to let Tiso play a bit.
Lendl banished.
Letter. Oj då.
Oh, boo.
Nej! Dropped!
Ooh.
Okay.
Ruby plunged into
I
the
tried to make
fire.
some cool plays, but I don't know. Oj. Oj, oj, vad händer?
Alas for Dodario. Brilliantly done.
Rookie is so OP because he's so fast. Hey.
Too bad.
Oj då.
Fire of resolve. There.
Nej, nej. Oops. Oh god. Ah! No! Ah! Oh my god.
That one almost got through. With grace.
Oh, that was funny.
No more than a lick of flame remains. And it is done. The
Okay, he
Night
did. He
Winds
scored one at
prevail.
least. He scored once.
Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
Effortlessly. Bounce like Tiso.
The right is
I'm starting to
complete.
learn how they work though. They all have, of course, they all have like positive things, pros and cons. All of them has pros and cons. Skitty, yeah. Tiso is very pleased that you prevailed, but wishes to make a quick exit at this time. Blast! Where'd he go? Where'd he go? That infernal imp. It is a monster in disguise, a friend, a fiend, come forth to torment me until the day I die. Fendel storms off in a fit of anger. Tiso reappears. Tiso reappears once the coast is clear and expresses his gratitude again. What Lena said before, if Tiso truly is a descendant of Haub the Swallow, first of the 8 scribes, then he has quite a legacy to live up to.
There is much to learn from this experience.
What is this green? Gains enlightenment twice as quickly while they have inspiration. Okay, so if you don't play with them and then you play with them, they will like if they're not on your team, they will gain this green thing, and then when you let them on your team, they will level up quicker. I'm understanding it, so.
Until the stars align.
It's a catch-up mechanic, yeah, okay. Back at the Black Wagon, the Nightwings are unwinding after they prevail against the accusers in a decisive victory. The deadest hour of the night is approaching, so you excuse yourself to read the stars outside and plot a course for your next confrontation. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. When will we get to send someone back? I thought all of the rights from now on would make people go, like, free, but I don't know. Interact to change the fate here. I don't think I really understand like why we're... I'm assuming then that maybe we want to like fight these. Oh, could it be? Depending on how we play, we can change this list, and the group that's like on the second place, we will meet and free a person. So let's say that you have 3 peeps that you don't like in your team, or like you have someone you don't like in your team. You can make it easier for you if you put like a bad team up here, I guess. I have to think about strategy. That sounds hard. Harpies. Oh no! Let's go here. Let's go take out the harpies. The problem is that the harpies can fly, and before, didn't we use headwind to kind of like jump up and catch them? So maybe other peeps can jump up and catch them too. I don't know. So, we're to have another brush with Tamitha. Perhaps she'll spare me yet another moment of her time. She's here because of me, and I'm here for her. Tamitha then tells you more of your next adversary, her own blood sister. Tamitha Dane, a harp of the high wing remnants, raised from birth to excel in outwriting and outmaneuvering her enemies. She seems driven by her hatred for the Commonwealth. After retreating to the mountains centuries ago, the harps refused to join the Commonwealth, and those old tensions boiled over into raids and skirmishes. Flight tacticians such as Tamitha gave the High Wing remnants a swift and powerful military presence to this day, despite the harp's small numbers. She once hatched ambitious plans to overthrow the Commonwealth, breaching its defenses so her sister could rain down untold destructions. On the darkest night of the year, she led a daring infiltration mission deep into her enemy's land. It almost worked. However, she was betrayed by someone very close to her, someone branded a Commonwealth sympathizer, Tamitha. Tamitha was caught, clipped, and subsequently exiled as a prisoner of war, but being trapped within the downside only stroked her fury. I wound up here not too long afterwards. Anyway, it's complicated. What happened between us? What I did for her good, and that of all our sisters. Though I'm beginning to doubt that Tamitha will ever see it that way. We'll see, I suppose. But for now, I best try and catch that. What sleep I'm able. Pleasant dreams then, darling. You bid a good night to Pamitha in turn. No time now to make flight preparations, though. Come morning, the black wagon will press onward. Tiso. Hi, Project. Tiso has seemed somewhat less cheerful since his run-in with Lendl and the accusers. He approaches you wanting for you to hear him out. Rahum! Tiso seems unhappy about something Lendl said to him. Tiso understands full well why Lendl is angry with him. While Tiso does not like Lendl as a person, he recognizes nonetheless that he denied his freedom. It was a liberation rite. He did what he felt necessary. He wanted to help his friend go free. Nonetheless, he feels a certain guilt and regret that the rites force exiles into such situations. He falls silent for a while, whether the eight scribes ever intended for imps such as he to participate in the rites firsthand is difficult to know for certain. Then, Tiso is grateful to you for listening. He knows the scribes created the rites with good intention. He promises to keep doing his best to live up to the legacy of the scribes. He bounds up into the rafter with some of the other drive imps. Regardless of whether he truly is a descendant of Hope the Swallow, surely the scribes would have been proud of him. The accusers. The accusers formed under Goliathan. He's a big man. He values justice, loyalty, steadfastness. Goliathan, he says that the accusers take their name from one of his most accomplished legion, from his former military days. All among them, in fact, served the Master General at one time. They represent the stoutest-hearted people of the Empire who held true to Myr and Goliathan to the end. The golden color of their raiments are raiments of their old shining armor, is his claim. Ever shall they seek out those with the truest spirits and the strongest sense of purpose to replenish their rank. I myself, Hope, did form the dissident, under the simple tenet, those who do not belong, belong. The other scribes, some of them showed at first reluctance to allow an imp, and one accursed, to designate one of the 9 triumvirats, but Myr, the horned one, stubborn as he was, stood by my side. In time, they came to understand, for I remained, as ever, at their side, a living bit of proof of their absurdity. The descendants are an extension of my oddity, those who do not adhere. They are not to be discarded, underestimated, or dismissed. They are as necessary as are those against whom they rebel. (179 meters), that's very high up, yes. You tried, Jay. Let's continue on. Take off. Shush. Yonder lies the ridge of gold, somewhat less imposing when viewed from this vantage point. Do you not agree, reader? The myths of the downside hold that it is no mere ridge of stone, but the remains of Lord Grandroth, Grand, Grandroth, once slain by old Goliathan himself, Serpent Titan. Though perhaps such tales are of little importance now, when you stand to confront the essence there in just a short while. As you fly aloft over the area of downside prairies, where first your paths diverged, you see your Dariel peering down at the lands below. You took us through the hollow route that first time, if memory serves, reader, taking side with Greentail rather than with me. It took me a considerable length of time after that point to come to the conclusion you were not a complete fool. Hey, watch it there, Yodi. My sister here is a real here's a real discerning judge of character and has a good direction sense for that matter. We'd probably be stuck in a bog still had she listened to you back then. Oh, indeed. They both seemed to be in a good spirit, reminiscing about old times. Your dad is like warming up to us, right? She was so stubborn before and now she's like, I love their character development. Should change the emote if the house is short. I also try sitting on the balcony, such strong winds, the laptop's display is swinging and my blanket gets blown away. How cozy though. How cozy. Jay definitely likes to live in danger. Out in the hurricane he goes. Get a box of tissues. The thing is just I want them both to be free, but I don't want to let them go. Let's go back here. Pamela says she can sway the coming right against essence in your favor here. Spots a convenient landing here where you should be able to pursue your vocation. You soar near to the border of the sand folds, where your companions first found you in the downside long ago. There's nothing for you there and you wish never to see it again.
Hey, listen!
What's up, Xavier? Like a tasty looking donut filled with mustard? What are we talking about now? But you gotta help them. Yeah, I know, so we're gonna get rid of them and I don't want that because I love them and I want them to stay in this wagon with me forever. Make a successful landing in Downside Prairies, near the southern edge of the downside. Memories of having first met Hedwyn, Yordariel, and Rookie come flooding back. You now should have some time in the vicinity before continuing onwards toward the Ridge of Gold by land. Oh, what's this? What? The frick? extract from the downside Killinger plant stranding the back wall of your wagon, used as a stress relief. Hey, that's so cute. You may just know those. Yeah, we need stress relief. Downside is connected to our realm via a single artery and river named for our prestigious sap colleagues, Blue Sklorian. That river gushes into seeming nothingness. That seeming nothingness turns out, of course, to be a downside. Its existence undermines thousands of years of those about the composition of our world. The downside southern edge we call the Sandfolds. It is a desecrated wasteland, speaking well to this land's lack of hospitality. Here, the strength of many who survived the river journey finally fails. If only they could clamber further north, where lies the verdant downside prairies, a better place to perish, to be sure. And still fear in the essence. You do your best to keep up with Pamitha as she delves into the wild swept fields of Hollowroot. She indicates that some of her winged sisters may be nearby to lend their aid. This is as far as you can follow, reader darling. Please excuse me for a little while. She swoops off, leaving you on your own. Some time passes, during which you can almost feel the downside encroaching all around you, and then... Well, that was certainly interesting. I suggest we get out of here. It would appear the Essence soon will have a little accident that should damper their spirits. The Essence shall suffer -3 hope? What? Oh my god, this game is so cool. Not only can you like make your own attributes like better before a fight, you can also like lower the enemies if you pick the right choice. Oh yes. I mean, it's the same as if we would gather hope, but it's like a good story thing. We kind of sabotaged a little bit. I don't know if this is fair play. We're supposed to have a fair game and then we just go and like sabotage their home. Sure. Sure, whatever you say. So cool. It's cute that they added that. I feel like it's more immersive then. I don't really know what to do with this. Can we do anything with this? You find Pamitha by herself again, though her expression is grown darker than her custom. Leave me be, would you, reader darling? Trying to get some good and proper mopping done here. You're distracting me. Leave me be, reader. Just leave me be, reader. Just leave me be. You don't want to know what's lurking in my heart or mind. What you'll find there isn't pretty. Yet something about her thought process is different to you now. You know that with her conditioning, she can resist your scrutiny, but now her thoughts are laid bare to you. I want to know. Pamitha seems to be inviting you into her thoughts. You remain there, in that lonesome space with her. What is it going to take, I wonder, Pamitha? Shall I just go ahead and kill them all? That would be proof enough, perhaps, about my loyalty to you and your sisters. Perhaps I ought to start this with one right in front of me. The bond between you severs as Pamitha opens her eyes and stares at you. Then she smiles sweetly and gives a gentle laugh. You see, reader darling, my thoughts are rather cumbersome at times. But do not fear, I have them very well under control still. Thoughts being the loathsome thing they are, I nonetheless could could not fully suppress them. She exiles a look askance. You know by now why I am this mess with all. You know by now why I am in this mess with all of you. You could say I lacked Tamitha's sense of commitment, her zeal. She lives only to see your nations overthrown, or something worse, if she could have her way. Centuries of conflict can be quiet, embodying that way, especially when one's sister leading cause of death is Commonwealth's forged seal. Wielded with the utmost of mercy, of course. Well, I had little patience for the senseless of it myself. Became a bit of a parrot, I suppose. I knew Tamitha was going to get herself and the others killed someday, so when she was to fly out on this one big mission of hers, I had other arrangements made. But after she was caught, your people did not exactly uphold their end of the bargain. I knew there were such risks, of course, and yet a chance is still a chance. Tamitha was clipped and cast down. A mercy, they called it. I did not see it that way, and in my growing protest of her treatment, I was soon enough to follow. She falls silent for a while. I haven't yet decided if I entirely agree with my actions, but I do seek Tamitha's forgiveness and wish that she could see my thoughts for what they are, as it seems you can. Then she might realize our nation's people have much more in common than she knows. Sometimes I wonder which of them's stupider. She brushes past you and out of the wagon for now. Hey, we got to learn her too. I don't know if I completely followed though. I need to sneeze. Sorry. Conspiracy. Hello, Cine. Welcome in. Good morning. Good day. Good. Hello. Good everything. Good you. Cat cheating? Am I cheating? What do you mean? Oh, I was cheating because we kind of sabotaged for the other team. It's fair play in this game. Okay, it's fair play. She made repeated attempts to make contact with the enemy combatant taking into custody. The records say she remained loyal to the High Wing remnants despite claims of contrary. She was a Talon ace of the Wingman remnants who possessed the talent of her sisters, but not their single-minded zeal. Okay, so she's still loyal to them. She tried to help them. I don't think I'm following, if I'm gonna be completely honest. She's a harpy, just like the other harpies. Who possessed the talent of her sister, but not their single-minded zeal. But they didn't have the same view. She grew weary of the she grew weary of the fighting and decided she would put an end to it. Okay, so she didn't want war basically. So she tried to end the war, and that made the sisters think that she was against them, but in actuality she just didn't want them to fight anymore. And that's why her sisters were caught and thrown down here, and then when she tried to like contact them because she was still loyal to them, she got thrown here as well. That's what happened. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Also, she didn't do too many bad things. I don't like. She shouldn't be here either. Emma has a frisbee command now too. A threading. Oh, Shay, you're adorable. Thank you for being so good at making commands and wanting to like make them work and everything. Oh. Continue. Can only go to one place. En route to the Ridge of Gold, the wagon comes to a sudden halt. That does it. I'm leaving. Because of Yudara's outburst soon becomes apparent, of course. Well, reader darling, at least some of us know to take a joke, wouldn't you say? Look, she was reminiscing once again about her soldier days, and I just happened to point them out. May have suggested a fiery destruction of the spiral sanctum happened on her former unit watch. I mean, didn't it? Now that she would have made much of a difference had she been there herself. She ought to thank the saint that she was spared by her exile here. I thought she held no love for your commonwealth. I shall never understand what it is your people ever saw in the dreadful place, but I guess I hit the sore spot. I should probably apologize. She swoops off. There's no sign of either of them. You organize a small search. It proves fruitless, but then Dariel returns alone, as if nothing happened. She's back to her calm self. Let us continue. I regret the interruption. Pamitha soon comes back as well. Oh, don't you worry, darling. I have definitely patched things up between us. Honest. At least. I think perhaps I didn't make things worse. She returns to her busyness of the wagon. You make ready to resume your travel, but make a note to follow up with them. What? In the middle of... Okay. They're not really getting along here. You find Pamitha in the midst... Oh, you can't play the music while you're talking to them. You find Pamitha in the midst of a heated conversation. All I'm saying is we're limiting not only our own chances individually, but all of our friends' chances as well. Udara seemed to be considering whatever it is Pamitha proposed. Must speedrun food? Oh, have a good time making food. I hope you make something yummy and delicious. Hi, Satire. You were here before. Weren't you here before, earlier today? My sister got her kitten. What kind of kitten is it? If you know the race or color. Cute. It was posted. I shall remain silent. Oh. I need to go and check immediately then. Oh, it's the kitties that you showed before. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I don't know what's cuter. The kitten itself or all the pink princess Hello Kitty stuff around. Oh my lordy, that's so cute. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can come and see for yourself in the Discord channel. Is that a good way to promote our Discord channel? Kitty exposure. Reader, the harp here is suggesting that the that perhaps it would be best if I were to form an alliance with the ones whom I fought for a better part of my life. Oh, that was Urdariel saying that. And just with me, Urdariel, I cannot vouch for anybody else. How utterly absurd. If we were in Commonwealth, I would not have stayed my hand against her. That I can say for certain. However, as Hedwyn would say, what happened back there, perhaps none of that matters anymore, and what matters more is what we do from here. That is to say, I'm willing to give it a shot. You mean you would be willing to conduct the rites with me? Yes. Excellent! I knew you would come around. Though she thought she'd never come around, but I ought to give her the benefit of the doubt here. I'm grateful for your open-mindedness. No need to let old enemies between our ancestors ruin things between us, or the others in our little party, for that matter. After all, do not push it with me, Harp. We shall see if the reader here is thus inclined to pair us in the coming rites. I am willing to defer to her. Oh, but now we have to do it. Now we have to do it. Anyway, you see, I think I managed to make amends here. Doubtless we'll get on swimmingly in no time. Pamita and Urdaya are now willing to conduct the rites together. Adorable. Stare. Stare. What are you staring at? I heard it's burger o'clock today. Are you making burgers? The Serpent Titan, the Ridge of Gold, the Serpent Titan Grandroth turned to brittle stone not long after his death. Of that you may be certain. That what remains is a lavished basin that stands us closer to the heavens. Upon the fallen Grandroth hide, the stars themselves align, and you shall know you stand on sacred ground. We set the metal sigils, lit the candle flames, and we emblazoned on the rock-like forms the sigil of our passage to and from this land. And then the stars themselves, they did reply to us. They sang, shining bright, their voices loud and clear. We understood their cadence, and we knew how often to return. Should I give this to you? Why can the others have talismans that reach even further than rank 20, but mine can only be rank 20? Mean. Stare? What do you mean stare? Is it one of the links? Annoyed stare. Can we just appreciate kitty tails? Like the tails of kittens? They're so cute and like, I don't know. It's adorable. The market. Oh, hey guys, look, I got something here I think which you like. He shows you several bottles of multicolored liquid of some sort. Stun serum, star serum, and moon serum. Yeah, they taste pretty good, I guess, and besides, they can give you just a little lift you need. Know what I mean? Get thirsty for them? Don't even worry, I can get more soon. For the next rite, oh, interesting. Oh, ba ba da ba da 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 da. Da 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 do 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 do. I should probably then try to earn more money as we go. Hope is aura, right? No, hope is how long you stay banished. Presence is aura. Attribute effect damage dealt to Pyre. Oh, that's glory. Oh. That's why you only get, like, you only do 15. I see. Presence. Pleasure was all mine and Dad's, you guys. Downside climate. I know of no polite way to describe the climate here. It possesses every living thing except perhaps the native flora in the few specific areas. Once more, the recommended course is to keep moving. Moving keeps you warm when it's cold, or when it's very hot, you use what strength you can to move to somewhere you can think and breathe. And the weather in the downside seems intrinsic to the different regions, which my good friend Molten Millith shall describe. Shelter can be difficult to find, and you cannot stay in it for very long. Perhaps, however, shelter can accompany you rather than constrain you. We continue on. The afternoon is just beginning to give way to nightfall as you and your companions finish making preparations for coming rite. Though all the ceremony, you realize Pamitha is nowhere to be found. The last anybody saw of her was shortly after the Black Wagon came to rest here at the Ridge of Gold. She returns just as you are beginning to plan a search for her. Sorry. So have you worried there? Sorry to have you worried there, reader darling. Just letting a little Atsu. Just getting a little Atsu is all. Had to go and spread my wings a bit and shake away the nerves. She's holding something back. Don't you get in my head. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Damn it. Damn you, reader. Get out. Get out. Get out. Anyhow, it looks as if the show is about to start. I shall be in the field with the others. As Pamitha departs, you see she is right, as the stars above begin to shine. You know she is about to face her sister, Tamitha, once again. You accept that it is a very private matter between them. Hello, Crow. How you doing? She's hiding something. Something else catches your notice in the sky. This time, strange new stars shimmering about the ones you recognize. The greater titans have returned, some of them, and merely in spirit, not in form, but those dark stars are a portentous sign. Though they might light your way, beware the path which they illuminate, reader. Therefore you may invite the influence of the Titan star for a greater challenge. What?
Behold the Titan stars.
To rank up fast, your adversary shall be more cunning and much quicker to react. Your adversaries may each shall have +8 hope, making them return sooner after banishment. Oh, at the start or at your pyre shall automatically suffer damage. Oh, so you can make it a bit more difficult for you, but also you will get more experience from this. Skyrim looks different. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was an update. You missed it? We're playing Pyre. It's not Skyrim. It's like a story-based game, but with a few like game mechanics. You'll see. It's by the same developers that made Hades. I think I want this.
Limbless Erizek.
Oh, I can have 2. Total bonus if you prevail, plus 3 enlightenment.
Endriga the Widow.
I shall have both. But I don't want this one. This is spooky.
Islak Astrolor.
Oh, but this also gives like 10% more. More cunning and much quicker to react. Twitch is telling me you're playing both Final Fantasy and Pyre at the same time? How? Maybe it's because I didn't end stream and it's like been going on, so Twitch is confused. This only gives 3 each. This gives 10. I don't want it. I'm scared. Let's go this.
The Titan stars. Burning remnants of monstrosities felled by the scribes themselves. Dare you to stand against them in their fury? Dark is the knowledge that you seek there, reader. Best focus on your adversaries, keen as they are to confront you once again.
I
Put
don't.
out their pyre first.
I mean, I'm tireder than I am otherwise, but I'm doing pretty good.
Now then,
I was just
make
waiting for
ready
him to
for the right.
be done with the speech. You missed my potato face thunder. Oh well. The winged exiles of the Essence take position opposite your own companions, and their leader soon assert herself. Pamitha, come forth, no tricky this time. She appears as asked, though remains silent as her blood sister studies her for a time. Pamitha then reaches for her mask. You look wary. You look worried to me, sister. Oh, too little sleep, I guess. I do get rather anxious sometimes on the night before one of these things. Can be a lot of pressure. Understandable. Two of them say nothing for a time. You cannot discern what they are thinking. The high-wing revenants all seem to be very mentally acute, trained as they are from birth. Soon enough, Pamitha cuts through the tense, her tongue light as ever. So, given further thought to my proposal then? I have. And I think that now is not the time for talk. Besides, your comrades there, surely you give them pause. Even now they must be questioning your loyalty. Jay! Shh! It's supposed to be a secret. Only telling me Final Fantasy on stream window. Everywhere else is Pyre, so I probably just have to update myself. My stream has been on since yesterday. Never ends. If Cat's holding the leash or Bitwix, I'll leave you to it. You and Bitwix. What? But I... Oh, cut it. Cut it with the stammering, Pamitha. It is very unbecoming, you know that? And you be sure to tell those comrades of yours what you proposed to me. She dons her mask once more. As she rejoined the other exiles of the Essence, Pamitha hesitates before returning to your group. I told her she could take my place. I would keep her up to date about our progress, and that she could take my place if ever it was time for me to go. But you don't have to worry. For one thing, she refused, and for another, well, I'd better tell you later. For now, remember, you can count on me. I don't trust her.
Now we shall get started.
Cat, by the way, why are you offline in stream? Breaking so game like that? Where am I offline? I don't even know how I did to break something. Steam! Oh! Am I offline in Steam now? I knew that. Wait a second. I also know how to change it. Aha! Yes.
Go on.
That's why So Game didn't work. Oh. I didn't even know. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I haven't been online for 47 days. Good job, me. If I wasn't about to start ranting a new flat, I'd bit myself for the dragons are here. Sora fara. I am doing some voice acting. I never claimed to be a good voice actor, but I claim to do voice acting. Very noobish voice acting. Okay, let's go with our favorite two. And then we let you participate, right? But then I also want to do this, I think. I want to earn some money. I want to be rich. Jordaliel.
Jodariel.
And then we have Ruki
Ruki.
and Pamitha.
Pamitha.
Very well.
You still put your faith in me then, Vidar darling? Even knowing I would slip free of your influence if ever I so choose, then I shall have to do my part as well. Face us! Face us, Waystreet. I didn't even look at their stats. I forgot. Waystreels of the Commonwealth, the pain and loss of your defeat, this night shall reverberate not only in your hollow hearts, but in the homeland that abandoned you. Inaudible drunk gibberish, bad teeth. Haha hee hee. Hehe meow. What? I was very confused. I was confused too. I didn't even know. Hi QQ, how you doing? Voice act a Scottish person for me. Grab a poem for you to read. I can't. Vi vir in its heel. No. Are you quite sure it has to be this way then, sister? Then it is no compromise here, Pamitha. Not for traitors to my country or my blood. I understand. Then so be it. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, it starts.
Begin.
What?
Your adversaries did not hesitate.
Slubbering,
Okay, cool.
gathering, rune we are one, a striter, a sword, beyond the bill, in its bare head.
What the
To wake you up.
fuck?
In its heel.
Seems so distracted, Pamitha. Stops at reach of her mask. I'm sorry for what I did to you, sister. What you did to me, your apology rings as hollow as your plumage. You might rehearse it further upon every last survivor of the High Wing remnants. Now, no more talk. How did I almost died? Like, what?
Such hatred spewing constantly from Tamitha.
Oh,
Oh,
Their flame has died a little. Didn't see it coming. Ruki doused the adversary's flames.
Texas Beach doesn't work. It's supposed to work. Sorry if it doesn't. Very quiet in comparison to the game. Oh, is that it? Super quiet. How do I make that louder? Hold on. See a doctor and get the hearing done. Maybe it doesn't really work. I can just take a quick peek at it. Volume. Aha! It should work better now. I hope. Way too dank. Um, 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 uh, huh, huh, uh-huh. I can't give you back your points, I think. Oh, I can't. But, that was sad then, I guess. You're out of luck. Okay, maybe your sound is low, but I upped the. But I didn't even hear the text to speech. The text to speech, so it's not only you. It was, I didn't even hear it myself. But can I do it myself? Hold your horses. Hold your horses real good. Oh, it's on cooldown. Okay. I do it once the cooldown is over, I guess. Or if you want me to do it manually. No, I'm not gonna do it manually. We wait until the cooldown is done. Cat doesn't have 7 TV for this lovely emote. What is that? I have better Twitch TV and I have something else that I can't even remember what it says. Good morning, Lime. Oh. I guess I have to look into 7 TV too. I didn't even know that existed. Restart, right? Oof. Should I restart? I want to. Can I? Story shall continue if you persevere regardless of the outcome of the right. You need but see through. Restart anyway. Okay, no, it's fine.
There!
Ah! Ah! Oops.
Alas. Oh.
How fine.
Whoop.
Splendid.
Okay, I can't die now because then I will be really dead.
Poor Rookie.
What fuck?
Absolution.
White? Okay. Absolution. White. Oh nej. Rookie is so good. I can't believe how good he is. He's my absolute favorite here.
Ooh.
Especially against these little shits.
Glorious. thus to greater glory. Come now, someone end this. Ah. Rah! Banished one and all.
Oh
You poor nightwing.
no!
And it is done. The essence prevail. They somehow managed to scrape
I only lost. Okay, I
by
can't. I can't.
despite their adversaries' efforts.
I only lost because
Perhaps your fortune shall be
I only lost
better
because I
next
wanted
time.
her to I wanted her to participate in the rite. You and the Nightwings may have experienced your first defeat, but this is not the end. Rather, this is an opportunity for you and your fellow exiles to press onwards. Your Dariel, for example, learned a valuable lesson this night. So too has Ruki, not to spite of his setback with the essence, but because of it. Wow, losing in normal difficulty. Scorpy, did you wake up and chose to be a little big shit today? You're always so nice, and now you're being like so mean. I did put on like two difficulty stars thingies before the rite because I was so sure that I was gonna win. I mean, I could still restart the rite. Just saying. Scorpio is today's boy. And your story shall continue. The choice of whether to accept such outcome now and all throughout your quest is to be yours alone. Should I restart right and win, or should we proceed with having a loss? I'll let you know. The only reason I lost was because I really wanted Pamitha to score once. That's why I kept like switching between. Otherwise, if I would just kept with Ruki, I would have scored. Oh, not boy, bully. Bully. Scorpio's a big bully today. Smidge disappointed you picked normal difficulty. Happy? Stop bullying me. You bully. You're a bully. Bully.
Now we shall get started. Joe Dariel.
Bully. Ryuki. And then Pamitha.
Pamitha.
Courage.
Very well.
I think I've woken up on darker side than normal. It's okay. You're always super, super nice, so it's okay if you sometimes wake up and you choose violence. It's okay. It's like, it's this one. This is you. I feel like this is you, and I accidentally opened the lid here, and I chose to let out evil. What are we pinning? But now you are here, and hopefully your day. Okay, I can do this. Okay, if it's hard mode, I'm gonna use the best tactic to win.
begin.
Zap.
Rabia.
Glorious.
I don't. The fuck?
The Nightwings thus assert themselves.
We got this. The rookie got this. He's the one that's like making this easier. Oi oi.
What happened there? Glory to the scribes.
Seems so distracted, Pamitha. Is there something more you wish to tell me? Sorry for what I did. What you did. Your apology rings as hollow as your plumage. Plumage? No more talk.
Such hatred spewing constantly from Tamitha. Yet here in exile, she is naught but talk.
The fuck?
Oh.
Ah!
That ought to wake you up then.
Fine. Take it.
There goes Tamitha.
Oops.
Ah,
Oi oi.
oof.
Oh god.
Fiercely fought.
Oh god. Oi oi. Ah!
Their pyre sputters.
Rabia.
Oh. Well cast.
Oj då. Oj då.
Wherever did the Nightwings
Oj
go?
då.
Such is the fury of the high wing.
That was not my meaning. I hate these though. I think these are like the worst. Because they're so like they can fly and they can
Their flame has
I don't know.
died a little.
they can dash and fly.
A swift recovery.
Ah!
Quite the close call there.
Okay, I should just run for it, I think. Or not.
Oof.
Wow, they're really laughing.
Splendid.
Okay, we got this.
Your pyre burns brighter. for the while.
Ah!
Beauteous!
How you doing, Lime?
Your victory's at hand.
Oh,
Ooh. Nej.
Oh,
Oh god. Vad? Åh nej. Åh nej. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my lord.
stroke of luck is all.
Oh god. Oh god.
Unfortunate.
Ah, this is so hard. I don't like playing on hard difficulty though. It's nicer to play on like normal difficulty.
Good.
Good.
And it is done.
Ah,
The Nightwings prevail. A
Gonzalez.
narrow victory, yet nonetheless commendable.
Gonzalez to everyone
Thus
here.
end this night's proceedings.
Lime. Oh, thank you. Lime, you're insane. You're really insane. Thank you so much for giving 15 more subs. You already gifted so many. Thank you. I mean, timer is back to 21 hours almost. Holy moly, you are making sure the timer is not going down. Yeah, it's back. Live, you're insane. You're definitely insane. Thank you so, so much. We will stream for a lot longer. Yay! Ah. Welcome into the secret squad, Adorara. Adorara? Isn't that an anime? No, it just says Durarara. Okay. And Aster Tonsuria, Chaos Android, Morgus, Hugo, Everlasting Life, Chance, Puddlingen, Crowfather, Call Me Boone, Smile, Rhaegar, Kai Kaisel, Mew, Kyror, and Sinister. You're very welcome for the butchering of names. You're welcome for that. It's very fancy. Thank you, Lime. You're sweet, precious. Sweet, precious Lime. Also, thank you for the lurk, both Lime and QQ. If you're going to lurk, you win, blood sister, you win. I don't suppose that means you'll reconsider. You know that I cannot. You're always obstinate, but in that regard and all other which count for anything, you are inferior to me, remember that. What you offer is meaningless to me. I shall free myself without your help, or that of anyone. Now then, farewell. Fancy! Wait! What of your comrades? The essence, you must need them at least. Menacing my words as ever, Pamitha. Know that I do love you in a way. Is that what you wish to hear? Fancy. being there for my friend today, but I'll pop in every now and then. Oh, thank you. Have a good time with your friend. But my purpose is plain, and you stand in the way. You are a fool to think my freedom is my goal. My freedom is a means towards an end, and end the likes of which you never would abide. Forbid. Do you think that you could sway me from my purpose, Pamitha? Pamitha remained silent for some time. No. I think that you will struggle to destroy the Commonwealth, no matter what it takes, no matter if, in doing so, you are destroyed in itself. Just so, then you understand me after all. Pamitha does not turn to watch her blood sister depart.
The rites do tend to teach something of trust.
That was difficult.
The exiled Pamitha perhaps can learn the errors of
Well,
her
Tamitha, soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether or not you like it. I guess we fly
holy
faster.
power of the eldest matriarch until the next rite.
Can you finish this game before you sleep today? I don't think so, because I'm not planning on playing only this game. I'm gonna play Pyre until about, for maybe 2 more hours, 1.5 more hours, and then I'm gonna take a little break, eat some dinner, and then I'll come back and play a game called Gris. Yeah, and that game is supposed to be, I think, 3 hours or something, 4 maybe hours. Like a visually nice little game. So I'm gonna play that. And then after that, I might take a little pause, maybe talk a little bit to you, and then we play some Final Fantasy. That's the schedule for today. I think it's good to not only play one game. And to take more pauses. For me, I need to force myself to take pauses, otherwise I die at night. We're planning to do Portal 2 on the streamathon. Maybe, if we go on for a bit longer. However, I don't want to play it myself, I think. I think I want to play it together with someone else. I know that you say that it's different maps. Like, the game is a bit different maps if you play it yourself or if you are 2 people. But I think I want to start playing it with 2. I think that would be fun. Story and co-op are separate in Portal 2. Story 2? I thought it was only like the maps are different. So the story is different too. How come? I think you lied. The story is separate. Huh. How much does it differ? Maybe I'll play it myself then first. I don't know. Is it worth playing it twice? I don't know. I thought Portal 1 was kind of scary. Not gonna lie. So I don't... I hope Portal 2 is not more scary than 1. So, how was that for you, Yodi darling? I suppose the outcome was acceptable. I take that as a compliment, and reader, thank you for your guidance as ever. I want them to win every game. I know, maybe you should just accept when you lose a game, but it's fun if you win. It could be like the unbeatable champions. Back at the wagon after thwarting the essence in a narrow victory, you're about to join the other discussing the outcome when Wolfred finds you. Good work back then, my girl, though I'm afraid I must pull you away from any revelry, for there is something you should see. Please join me outside. Look forth, the golden star reveals itself to us once more. Indeed, somewhere deep in the infinite... Oh shit, I didn't even read everything. Accidentally clicked. Oh! Oh my god, is this one of the important... This is one of the important ones. Golden star burns bright over the fall of Solium. Udmilde is already on her way. The whites are calling you again to the fall of Solium. Where one among you may go free, should you prevail. It is as we discussed the cycle of the rites, it begins to turn more quickly. Perhaps the scribes themselves have taken notice. Fortunately, having more frequent opportunities to free yourself is not unwelcome to our plan, I suppose it is good for everyone, including the withdrawn, who will oppose us next. Getting to Mount Alodiel out to be a little easier than before, at least. We should be able to make landing near to some of the old monuments to the scribes. Let's set forth at dawn. Soon everyone is off to rest, as best that they are able, knowing that another chance at liberty for one of them shall soon present itself. I can't brain enough right now to answer that without spoiling. Just trust me. Okay. Okay, don't spoil. Thank you. Regarding Final Fantasy, did you read my message? Yeah, oh my god! Yes! But I forgot. But I can say I'm sorry. I don't even have an excuse. Chaos. Europe, Chaos, Phantom, I think I'm on, but the others are on Ragnarok. I can type it after, like, a bit later, if you don't remember. Sorry! %93%, Scorpy! You wanna sit next to me and dream hack? You and me, Scorpy. My stingy but at least have nothing but love today. Sure. I take it. 21%. I guess you show your love in different ways, Lime. Not... Yeah. Just kidding. Despite Pamitha's mental conditioning, you can tell something is troubling her. She won't listen to a word I say. Not one damn word. If she weren't my blood sister, I should think I'd hate her guts as much as she hates mine. She shakes her head. I should apologize to you and everyone. I sought out Pamitha without asking your leave. Figured I would rather seek forgiveness than permission. You understand? My attempts with Tamitha didn't amount to much, as you well saw. So at this point, I'm hopeful you'll be more accepting of apologies than she. Oh, tell me something, reader darling. Do you suppose I'm going to betray you? You may know better than I do at this point. No, I trust you. I don't really, but I will say I trust you. You expressed to Pamitha that you do not view her efforts to make peace with Tamitha as being contradictory to the group's larger goals. You understand why she did what she did. She says nothing for a while. That's kind of you to say, darling. May the others see it with such generosity, but if they don't, you need but tell me to depart and I'll be on my way. However, I have a promise that I wish to make to you. You let me stay, and I'll see this through with all of you, no matter where we end up. I'll be on the roof for a bit, I think. You take care too, darling. Despite Pamela's disappointment with the outcome of her confrontation with her blood sister, you sense she is less troubled now after your brief conversation. What is this? Oh, it's that. Okay. Let's have a drink. Lime and Adrian. Cute. The greater titans, the stars shine strange beneath the sea. This one dared rise from the waters, so that he could see them plain. The burning essence of those who came before. Our lives are but a quest to join the stars. This one longed to be the brightest, but in the downside, this one met those whose own stars shall doubtless burn at least as hot. Together we achieved great deeds. You may have seen more evidence of it, and the remains of the greater titans which once darkened this dark land. But in our kinship was the strength to conquer them. It is this one humble charge to chronicle those deeds, and may the Titan stars never stain the sky during your time. Endriga the Widow. The boundless sea of soils and the blackened stars are all of what remains the Blood Titan Endriga. After this one's exile, he was joined by many of his bravest worm knights, who awakened the Blood Titan inadvertently while searching the downside murky depths. Endriga was most displeased to see her hibernation end, and vowed to 4 ages of torment on us and on our sea dominion. Our assault was grander than can be described, and lasted days and days and days. The noblest of worm knights fell upon her massive form as waves which dashed themselves against the rocks. Our resolve eventually exceeded hers, and she collapsed into the seas and disappeared. This one alone remained to tell of it. Limbless Arisesh. If this one is to be honest, he nary expected his high-minded friend Lou Sklorian ever to rise arms, and yet 'twas Sklorian alone who toppled the root titan, which befouled the serenity of walking wood. Waking wood, it says. Sklorian he brought to... I don't really understand what this says now. Sklorian he brought to bear the might of his entire family of willful saps contained within his ancient Gnard staff. Soon did the poisoned soil of Limbless Arisesh begin to dissipate. The root titan cried out a defending last cry and withered to a speck. Arisesh yet lives, a husk, a single foul seed still rotting where once something mighty stood. I can read. Sklorian in his mercy designed that the surrounding woods ought to grow bold and strong by casting off the influence of Arisesh, not by forgetting him. I think most part of this book is very confusing to me. We have a new chapter. I don't think these two chapters, I don't think we had them before. The Essence. The winged members of the Essence, each chosen by the matriarch Triesta Tethys, are living exemplars of liberty and piety. Would that my wings could be thus. Once, you of course must know, we all had wings. It is said the people of the Empire relinquished theirs, drawn in by earthy matters as they were, but the harps, such as Triesta, held tight the liberty their plumage could afford. Plumage, not plumage. These divergent paths did cause a share of differences between the winged and the wingless over time. But here in the land, our purposes are shared, our goals united. That, then, is the essence. That is who they are and what and why. Take off. Swoosh. Swoosh. Just need you to know, I love you. Wow, we have to travel such a long way. Have we even been here? Oh, here. I think I've been here. Have I been? Yeah, okay. You sense Tiso shall gain favor from the scribes if you land here. You sense Ruki shall gain favor. Okay, we like Ruki, obviously. But we like Tiso too, but we like to have him in the game, so. You make landing on the sacred Mount Alodiel, upon whose summit the next liberation rite shall soon take place. You wonder who among you may regain his or her freedom this time. Alfred finds you after the post-flight inspection. We shall have to take the rest of the trip to fall of Solian by land. May we soon liberate another of our own there. That should raise the chances that our plan shall ultimately succeed. What is the reward we get if we reach 200 subs? You already reached it. See? It's 165 plus that other number. So that other number is like, so it's already reached long ago. I don't know what kind of reward you want. Give me examples. Give me suggestions. Chase striptease. We could go for that. I can give stream to Jay for a little bit. Huh? think everyone would enjoy Che. Just sign up for this. Nuh-uh. It's okay. I think you will be more comfortable if I just don't look, so it will just be you and the stream. And I'll go, I don't have to look. You got this, Che. Believe in you. We get to a boy. Can have that cabaret music in the BG, Baldur's Gate, and then Shay would be, "Stop touching me!" It's a line from Baldur's Gate. If you don't know, I'm not just saying that. I think it's my favorite line in Baldur's Gate. I don't know what his name is, but he is a chaotic, evil person and says, "Stop touching me!" when you select him. It's true. I think we need to decide who to let go next time. And I think, like, I want, of course, to let Yordariel and Ruki go, but I really like them as, like, characters. I like Yordariel as a character in the storyline, and I like Ruki as a character both in the storyline and also, like, as to play in the games, in the rights. So I don't know, I don't want to get rid of them just yet. And you know, my heart is telling me to let Shay go because I feel like she is so innocent and I feel so sorry for her. Like, she had, like, no reason to be exiled. She was just different from the others and they thought she was weird, and that's why they threw her down here, which is, like, it makes no sense. So I want her to go free, but at the same time I feel like she's contributing a bit to the story, so I don't want to get rid of her because of the story. And I kind of enjoy the little feud that Pamitha has with Yordariel, but at the same time I feel like they've kind of gotten over it, so maybe Pamitha's storyline is over. And what goes for Tiso and Mr. Worm here, I feel like Tiso is cute and Mr. Worm, we don't even know why he's exiled. And I don't want to send him back before I even know a crime he did, right? So I don't know. I think that's the problem. I don't know who to get rid of. Get rid of, it's a good thing because they are freed and go back, so it's positive, but I just don't know who to send free. We'll see. That's my thought. Later that day, you accompany Ruki into the fading glory of Emperor's Fall, where a monument of gold Goliath awaits you. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to sense Ruki's inner thoughts, as clear as if he was speaking out loud. So you scribe people can hear me okay? If you can, then do me a solid and let me get out of here already. My family can't do nothing without me, and they've been waiting for a while now. Soon you and he are finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Gold Goliath has shown you favor. At dawn you shall begin your ascent, for now the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocations. I don't want to let go of Ryuki just yet. What's the reason it says 76 plus 165? It's because when Streamlabs kind of crashed or locked itself, I can't update that one. So it's set to session subscriber, and since I ended the session, it went away, so I had to like manually put it in. I think if I update it now, it will say 0 again. I can try, but that's the... I could set it to like weekly subs, I could set it to monthly subs, I could set it to total subs and session subs. But session subs kind of like refreshes and goes down to 0. So that's the problem. That's why it looks so weird now. 165. I could set it to 240 plus 0 out of something. I don't know if you'd rather have a total subs. We can have that. Day 3? Did I even say day 3? Okay, it says day 3. I think Nick's updated it because I forgot. Sports, welcome in. You are perfectly right. It is day 3. Day 3 today. You sounded very Swedish with the problem part. Oh, sometimes I do sound very Swedish. That's what you get. Can't help it sometimes. Sometimes it just leaks through. You tell me if you want me to remove the sub thingy, or if I should put it to total subs, or if you want to start over from 0, or if I keep it like this. That's... yeah. Mentor a companion. I think I want to study in private again. We'll make them quicker. Found Rukia having just put back his green tail family portrait. There's something of a wistful look in his eye. Then something comes over him and he moves in close, lowering his voice. Look, sister, I gotta level with you about something here real quick. Truth is that I haven't been entirely upfront with you about my family situation. He hesitates a while, then... We ain't exactly quite as rich as I've been letting on. I mean, we do just fine, and we got lots of money stored away and just mostly locked up in saving bonds. Bonds? He seemed to catch himself in the middle of another tall tale and relent before you can respond one way or another. Situation is my mom back on my other side. She needs a little bit of help, financially and otherwise. All she got now is my knuckle-headed uncle to keep her steady. Always told her I'd make something of myself, you know. I was just a clerk in her shop. Things started getting tough for us, so I started looking for all kinds of different work. Got in with some unseemingly sorts, I guess, but the pay was real good. We took to shipping certain types of stuff down here to all places, flushing it straight down the river water. The pay was right. Mom was so proud of me. We were eating real good all the time. But you can probably guess what happened. I barely scraped by after they flushed me down here. Wouldn't been food for a bunch of howlers had Jody just bailed me out of a thought spot. What is even the sentence? Would have been food. Oh. Would have been food for a bunch of howlers had Jody not bailed me out of a tough spot one fine evening. As for my mom, she doesn't know the half of it. My uncle told her I'm away on business. Not entirely untrue, yes, but if she knew, it'll break her poor heart. So, I don't know how else to put this, sister, but I want to get out of here. Get back to what I was doing back home on the straight and narrow thought. And go straight this time for sure. Just don't go telling anybody that old rookie Greentail's just a mama's boy, okay? I got a certain reputation to uphold. Quickly scampers out of the door. His past has been weighing heavily on him, but you sense he was sincere about wishing to lead an honest life. But I don't want you to go yet, rookie. Stop it. Involved in an illegal operation shipping contrabands to the downside. The records state he sought to undermine the social fabric of the Commonwealth. I'm not letting him go yet. I'm sorry. I love you, but you can't go. You can't leave me, rookie. You're a dog and you're my best friend, right? Dogs are supposed to be a human's best friend. Can't leave. Since Shay shall gain favor for the scribes along this route, you sense Sir Gilman shall gain favor for the scribes along this route. We still don't know his story. I think it's time we let Shay go. Just because I feel really sorry for her even being here. You know? On the way to a summit, you pass a monument of loose Sclorian, and Shay happens to take notice. Blessed am I to have this audience with you, O loose Sclorian. Your resplendent glory has made this moment possible and given me so many friends who are so dear to me. Thank you, whatever happens. Thank you. She says little after paying her respects. However, as you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Luce Glorian has shown you favor. Presents! You and your companions gather once more at the Scribe's Gate. There's a single narrow tail lead upwards towards the summit, past an archway carved of stone. Oh look, it's Shay! Aren't you supposed to lurk? I love that you're in here. Can't not keep an eye on stream. Precious Lime. Come this way. Come this way, please. Multitasking, I can tell. The Mistral leads you towards the archway, where his counterparts await. Exiles of the Nightwings have returned. They have. Greetings, Celeste. She all but ignores him and motions to the rest of you. Now then, each of you in turn, please state your name and what it is you seek whilst crossing. Please do as she says. Everyone steps forward one after another, much like before. Tiso passes through the gates. Shay passes through the gates. Rookie passes through the gates. Rodaria passes through the gates. Sir Gilman passes through the gates. Pamitha passes through the gates. Wolfred passes through the gates. No one is left to go but you. You step forth and declare yourself as you did before. The guardian of Scribe Gate regards you with a still expression. Then she addresses all of you in her former manner.
Largas and gratas.
The eight scribes bid the Nightwings welcome, go forth with glory. Lawminster glance up at the gate guardian.
Salutium, Celeste.
You have a gratitude, Celeste. But she pays him no heed. I think he has a thing for her, but she's just like, nah. Nah, boy, nah. Who is not multitasking? Oh, what are you up to, Scorpy? I'm not multitasking. I only stream. Again, you gain the top of Mount Alodiel, from which the downside crawls before you. You wonder whether one among you soon shall follow headwind from this place. Oh, hey guys! You know, it's a great, real awful cold here. Sometimes waiting for customers, so come in, okay? And good luck in that big battle thing you got. That's where you're going, isn't it? I heard it's gonna be exciting from my friends. Infernal Bloom. After Bearer banished an adversary, by aura casting, an aura burst may occur. Ooh, we want this. That sounds like a great thing to have. Shit. Wait, what? 70. Oh, it's so expensive. We can sell this. Okay, I have to buy this later then, I guess. I'm too poor. This I will never use though. When preparing to flinch the orb, the bearer's charge up speed increases 40%. It's fine. See you guys again sometime soon, maybe, okay? Because I gotta say, you're my favorite customers I had all week. I'm reading chat, listening to Cat, and playing Final Fantasy at the same time. Hey! Pro mod for a noob streamer. I like it. From the top of Mount Alodiel, the downside may be seen in its entirety, or at least felt, since so much of the land is shrouded, but that is hardly all. Through the wondrous miracle there lies upon the highest mountain an invented fall, whose waters crash not towards the sea, but rush towards the heavens. We speculate these are the very waters which delivered us, but now bend backward, seeking their return, as do we all. In this phenomenon can freedom be achieved, but only for the chosen when the time is right. This is a path to freedom we cannot traverse, but shall leave open for you, so that you may strive for it. I'm the bottom frag mod, the last one to mod when no other mod is around. I'm pretty sure that's Adrian though. You are one rank above Adrian at least. Even slower than me? No. Oh, wait! I can take this again? Interesting.
Yeah, what could you going?
That's cool. You can get like free money here. Okay, we're ready. Strength in numbers. Someone is there to do things most of the time. Yeah, I'm just joking, you people. I think all my mods are amazing. Ritual time. Time has come for your second liberation rite to commence. You observe the lone minstrel and Wolfred speaking in hushed tones, but cannot sense the topic or the tone. Then Wolfred looks up at you. I trust that you are feeling as prepared as possible, my girl. Each rite is consequential to your journey in its own way. Spaghetti bro, hello, welcome in. I'm doing good. Doing good. I'm feeling so well rested after this night's sleep. I think it did good to me to sleep some few extra hours, and I am pumped. How are you doing today? I'd rank it Che is number 1, then Nyx, then Adrian, then the rest of us mods. Aren't you the only mod then? Is Hano a mod? I think Hano is a mod too, right? Maria is a mod. That's true. I'm free! Hey, welcome to freedom, Bitwix. You're all number 1. Stop ranking yourselves. All I'm saying that you're a class above Adrian. No, Adrian is also number 1. Sorry, Adrian. Yeah, my Swedish is still legible. I haven't spoken any Swedish in ages. Doing good though with your Swedish. The fact that Shay is staying on like every single minute of this streamathon, that's just because he's insane. I really read this. Though the liberation rites have no more immediate effect. I am Wandron. What is a Wandron? It's somewhat crass, however. I've gone and estimated how much each of our companions may contribute to the encounter of our plan should they be liberated here. Factors such as their previous occupation, innate tendency to lead, and oratory skills contribute to my assessment. It's nothing personal, for we are all in this together. Besides, we all ought to return in time, possible. Know simply that, for each one of us who goes, in so doing, he or she shall rise our total chances of success. Reader, madame, this night you shall confront the withdrawn. They have already appointed Udmilda to be liberated, should they manage to prevail. Oh god, I feel like we can't let this happen. With an unhealthy obsession of Ishlash. Notice the timer. The timer is running. We're doing a secretathon, streamathon. If you peeps haven't noticed, we're streaming for a very long time. This is our 3rd day streaming, and the timer's going. And I pause timer as I go and sleep, because I do need sleep. But yeah, so that's the timer that we have right now. You peeps have been very generous and very precious and added to the timer, so it's still running. Shay getting instantly points instead of brownie points by staying the whole time. Insanity points. Getting insanity points instead of brownie points. Yes. Showing support while being around while you suffer. I only suffer when I've been on for a very long time. Then I get like tired and I struggle a lot. But right now, I am in heaven because I've dedicated this time to just streaming, playing games, and talking to you peeps. And my brain is not going to like, oh, maybe I should log into work and work because I don't have to, because it's like gone because I'm streaming instead. And it's just really, I'm having the greatest of times, you know? So I'm not really suffering. I'm only suffering when it gets very late and my brain cells, like one of them falls asleep and the other one is really struggling to just keep it together. That's when I think you can see a clear suffer coming from me. We shall have faith in you, my girl. And lo, even the stars agree on this account. I think I'm gonna let Shay go. Even though I love Shay. Oh god. We are not letting this be activated in this right. Third right, your adversary Pyre shall automatically gain 30.
Archbeast Sungrease.
Okay, we're not having any. We need to let them go. $10 special outfit time. A bit more than 10 hours, no?
The Nightwings have returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity. But only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the withdrawn which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
The pyres burn and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. I concur. The pyre burns and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. Then I anoint one of the withdrawn. Come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respect you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. The bog dweller Udmilda appears from the shadows and reaches for her mask. Time to math. Oh, you're right. Dang, we're almost at 30 hours. That's insane. Thank you, Scorpio. I didn't even realize. That is very true. Almost at 30 hours. So, yeah, in 10 hours. In 10 hours. So it will be tomorrow, I believe. Yeah. Tomorrow during the day, I'm gonna, as we hit the 30-hour mark, I will put on this very special outfit. It's not such a big deal. Maybe more for me than for you. Need 10 more hours to make it 60-hour goal? Yes, you're right. Plus a little more to make sure she finishes Outlast. Jeez. I'm not looking forward. I'm perfectly fine if we don't reach that goal, actually. Actually, I am. Very fine. Okay. Yes. We are known to be Witched Milde, adversaries. They are nothing to us, or the one we serve. There, we all shall be devoured in the coming age, an age of strife, wrought down by the fell wings and many-seeing eyes of Ishlash, the astral born. You speak blasphemy upon the sacred right, Udmilda. If you value your liberty, then I suggest you cease your mocking of the scribes. The scribes, they failed to stop Islash, and he shall rise again. As for ye, Nightwings, ye are of no consequence of Ishlash's grand design. She dons her mask once more. Soon we shall return unto the land which Ishlash shall usurp, where we shall offer him our blood and that of many, many others. Still a mystery cat girl outfit, flamingo, potato? We still don't know. Don't know. I will neither deny or admit, or yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. I have a package here. I haven't even opened the package. I don't know if it even fits. It might be that I will just sit here or stand here in an unzipped outfit. Let me tell you that. Cat suit. Bringing out the fancy words. Yeah, this whole game has been so many fancy words. Now then, have the Nightwing reached a decision for whose behalf they shall conduct the liberation rites? Reader, I am bound to tell you once more, the first champion whom you choose shall go free this very night if you prevail. Only the enlightened may be thus anointed. Not all among you may yet be ready. The other two chosen from the triumvirate shall lend their aid. Nightwing, make your decision.
Who would you set free?
I can't even choose these. Unworthy, unworthy, unworthy. What decides if they're worthy? But I was going for Che anyway. I just don't really understand why they would be unworthy. Melina cosplay? Well, I'm not saying anything. Is it a onesie? A Bulbasaur onesie? Not saying anything. Enlightenment level. Oh, really? Rank 3. Rank 3. And she's also rank 3, I think. I can't even see it now. Rank 3. Oh, way. So you need to play with them. Oh my god, I didn't even know that. You need to let them participate in games in order for them to gain enlightenment and then free them. I didn't know. That's really good to know. I shall keep that in mind so that I can actually free them. That's good though that we had Che be level 3 because I wouldn't want these two to go though. Okay, I shall pick Ryuki.
Ruki.
Good choice there. Nee! Oh my god, no! Wow, I instantly forgot that the first one I pick is the one that will be free. Instantly forgot. Oh, sorry, sweating there. Can't let go of Ruki. You staying here, boy. They even reminded me like so many times.
Free?
Oh my god. And I was talking about Shay and then I picked Ruki. What? Doesn't want to free Dogo. I don't want to free Dogo. Dogo, I like Dogo. I feel bad though because he really wanted to go and he's gonna hate me after this. But I'm setting him free too, just not right now. Choice is a choice. Poor dude didn't get to go free. Do you want me? Because I think that Shay deserves to go free more than Rookie, honestly. Not only because I like to play to have Rookie in my games, but I think it's so unfortunate that Shay is even here. The only reason why she's here is because people are stupid, and apparently you can't be different from other people because then you get exiled. Like, she talks too much. Like, I don't know, she didn't even do anything. She just existed, and her personality was like a bit different from others, and you know, and that doesn't even make sense. To get exiled if you haven't even done anything. Rookie is a freaking thief. That's why he got exiled, which you can argue is okay, sure, but I'm still saying he did a crime. Your Dariel didn't do a crime either, I would say. She chose not to follow order and not to kill a bunch of peeps, and that's why she got exiled. So I would like her to return too. I would rather let your Dariel go than Ruki. If I recall correctly, I freed those that spent the most time down there first. So the main ones. I would want to let your Dariel go as well. Don't like cat, you know you want to keep the rat for the rights. You're like one of those American college football teams, basically slavery. Well, yeah, sure, I do like to have him in the games we play because he's fast and he's good and you win with him. But then again, I also don't think really that he is the most deserving to go free. I think he still deserves to be free, but not now. Thank you. I'm letting Shay go. And depending on these two, his story, I will be letting your Dariel go next. I don't want your Dariel to go. May your choice have no bad consequences. Well, I don't know, but
Shay!
Lucy, thank you. Oh, you mean me? That I get to go home? But the 8 scribes, what if they still want me to stay?
Who shall be at her side?
Rookie will hate me for this.
Jodariel.
Understood. Let us return her home.
Ruki.
Don't have to ask me twice, not after everything chasing I've been through.
It is done.
So, Ishlash, very soon we shall release thee. We shall release thee, and as for ye, Nightwing, we have much in store for ye. I am playing this on difficulty, on a hardest difficulty, Scorpio, just for you.
Commence.
I realized I didn't even pick different... I didn't even pick different skills for them. That is so nice music. Let me listen. Can you hear the music?
From the plane for their shall find
Shite. Oh god. God. Oh no. Wow, this was hard. Man, this is so good music. Ah. Oh God. Ah. Oh God. Let me say this is a difficult game. Can't get rid of Ruki. He's the one that's carrying this entire game for me. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh,
Oh God. No!
disaster.
Don't say disaster. Can you stop?
An opportunity. No sign of the withdrawn for now.
Oh no.
That's it.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh God.
caught out.
This is so hard.
One triumvirate stands unopposed.
Oh God.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh God.
Banishment.
Woo. Oh God.
Someone grasp the orb. That was the last of them.
Nej.
That deftly thwarted the drive.
Oh God. Why is it so hard? I'm trying to let the others play a little bit, but it's like so hard. Oh God.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
A savage effort.
Nej.
Alas.
He's so like the birds are so annoying. Why can't I play the bird like that? Ishlash, we invoke thee for the seek, thy ancient strength, befoul our enemy within thy blood. Damnation of the night wings, divination of the scribes. The adversary's curse shall summon forth dark pools of banishing. Wait, what? Isn't this cheating? Oh god. Oh god. Woo! One more.
And there it is, at last. The Nightwings proved their worth.
Go
An
Salas!
outcome which
I can
left
say
little
this. I will
room
lose
for
if we
doubt.
don't have the dog on our team anymore. Let me tell you that for sure. I can't, like, I will lose.
Thus ends the
But we did it!
liberation rite.
Shay
And
will go
thus,
free and I will miss her.
the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free. Absolved of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth.
Cat
Her
keeping dog in prison
adversary
from.
and all others shall
So
remain
what?
to carry out their rightful sentences.
So what? Oh, that this affront against Ishlash has been recorded in his vengeance shall darken the skies. I can go home? It's a nuisance to swap this, but it's very loud now.
The plains that sleep below.
I can go home? I think this means I can go home. She shuts her eyes. By the scribes, by the scribes! But what will happen now to you? To all of you, can you not come with me? No. Well, they say not yet. The scribes, they say not yet, although I think your time will come. Your time will come. And I will wait for you because I don't have friends back home, at least I didn't used to, so I want you to come join me there, okay? But now, the scribes are calling me, and so, goodbye. Was this a bad choice? She's like, I don't have friends there, but we have friends here, so, like, I'm sending her back to go be by herself. Shay's gonna be lonely on her own up there. She's gonna protect her. Yeah, maybe this was a bad decision. Maybe we should have sent your Dario, actually. I don't know, it's hard. I don't want to decide who goes. Goodbye, and please, those scribes, watch over them, okay?
Godspeed, moon-touched one. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again.
I feel bad now.
Until the turning of the stars.
So she
Farewell.
sees Twitch chat too, maybe. Consequence, cat, consequence. End of time, shake spell. Jeez. Return to the wagon after having prevailed against the withdrawn in the liberation rite. An important victory. Feels quiet already, huh? You succeeded in liberating Shay, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. We did what we could. With each liberation rite, we strive to advance our plan. A brighter future waits at the end of our path. For now, we must persevere. Speaking of which, reader, I take it you have seen the stars, or I should say, the lack thereof. You have, or did, once more. You have, or did. Once more, the sky is all abyssal darkness. Following the liberation rite, no stars illuminate themselves to guide you further on your path. Then let us go. Once more to Moonlight Alcove. I have an errand I must run beside. Once we arrive, best we recover now and make our way southward at first light. Hit. The Withdrawn did spawn forth from the wild witch Milith, in whose vigilant pursuit for the unknown and the unknowable I always felt a certain kinship. Whether the Withdrawn were Milith's kin by blood or merely worshippers, we trusted one another not to ask or care. What mattered was that Milith chose the most odious minds who stopped at nothing short of the impossible. Though ever distant, the Withdrawn revealed to us such truths about the land which long lay hidden, even to one such as I. Their knowledge ever waking into the new-found depth of consciousness, they lead us all to better know ourselves. Mercy is the beating heart of a truly freed society. Mercy even for the perpetrators of the darkest deed. As our liege Solemur drifted in an ocean of regret, he found their mercy, or rather it found him, and it saved his life. Mercy, freedom, they are intertwined. A society which raises a clenched fist against its own shall follow the doomed path of the empire of Sar. Ours shall be merciful society. May the preparators of the darkest deed be sent to join us here, where they may learn as we have. Mercy shall engender union among all our different kind. We shall stand shoulder to shoulder, equals in the same society. Hello, Ace. Welcome back. Good day, good day, good day to you. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling well rested after sleeping a bit more, and feeling great. Cheers. Sometime after the liberation rite, you find your Dariel staring at the wagon wall. Sleep is important. I've come to realize sleep is more important than I thought it would be. I was like, I can go on without sleep, and then I'm like, probably not. I probably need to sleep a little bit more to function. Little brother, she would call it, reader. This wagon was one of that girl's only friends in the world, and now they are apart. She will be mournful by tomorrow, I should think. She lets out a sigh. That girl had nothing in Commonwealth. Life in the downside is scarce worth living on most days, except for one such as she. I feared it may have served her better to remain within our care. Within my care. She trails off for a while. The orphans of the fallen veterans with whom I served back on the blood border. She reminded me a lot of them in certain ways. They each were very strong in their own right, often wiser and suggested by their youth. Thus, I do not know the source of my concern. I trust Shay will continue to survive. My hope, however, is that she achieves something more, that she should find her place in that society this time. Perhaps she shall be instrumental to this plan of ours yet. What with her constant prattling about the scribes, who can say the people there may listen. Either way, we managed to see to her return. May those of us united in our cause continue to support each other here as well as on the other side. Rare nods at you in salute. Thank you, reader. Rest well in this night. I shall see you in the morning light. She retires for the evening. You sense that she's feeling better about Shay's prospects, having talked through her thoughts with you. I feel bad now. Maybe she should have just remained here. I don't know. I thought it was a good thing to let her go because she was so innocent. I think she's the most innocent here because she didn't even do anything. She just existed. And they were like banished. Right? But she would probably just like it better here. What did you do today so far? We have played Pyre. So we started off stream with Get Ready with Cat. Get Ready with Potato Face Cat. Talked a little bit and then we jumped into Pyre. I've been live since 1 o'clock. And in about 1.5 hours, I plan to play a game called Gris. Just like a shorter, pretty game, I think. We'll meet her again though, and she did it because she wanted her to be happy. Yeah, I know we did, but now I feel really bad because everyone is like, "Oh, she liked it here." I don't know. I don't even know. Guess we're going here. Small landing on the dark side of the Scars Mountain. Wilfred indicates you can await the next cycle of strikes here. You once again find yourself amid the quiet nook of Moonlight Alcove. Here you can await the time until the stars decide to shine for you again. Bide your time. We have returned to the place of respite. Please make yourself comfortable, such as you can. They are at the mercy of the stars, but I expect they shall shine brighter again in time. Hi, SN. The moon is beautiful, isn't it? It's bright sunshine here. Miss Potato Face, you did miss Potato Face, but it's fine. We don't need to see Potato Face anyway. You got no friends up there. I know, Spade, okay? As for me, I shall return by then, for there is something I must do. There, from atop the scared mountain, you gaze down into the abyss. That is the downside. You wonder when the stars shall align themselves once more. We tortured Doggo, we torture you. I will release Ricky too, just not yet. There upon the Scarce Mountain, you and your companions once more await the night. The stars begin to shine again. The plan of which you are all to part is set in motion. Commonwealth, a nation that stood almost for 1,000 years, is in turmoil. If your companion returns there through the liberation rites, what sort of place shall they be coming back to? Many moons pass. One evening, amid a downpour with no interest whatsoever in relenting, Wilfred requests everybody to convene. You understand he has an announcement of some sort. Soon everyone is assembled, and Wilfred regards the group. Everyone, there is an aspect of our plan which I've not talked about with you at length. Look around your companions. What do you see in them? He lets the question hang in a moment hang a moment in the air. I'll tell you what I see in all of you, in all of us. I see in all of us a living vision of the 8 scribes themselves, each one among them hailing from the different tribes which later formed our commonwealth. My observation does not come from pompousness, I think. Rather, I believe the scribes themselves desire, or shall I say, desire such a course. Together, they create all this ceremony of which we're now a part. Exiles liberated through their rights went on to found the Commonwealth based on their values and their teachings. Thus, an instrumental aspect of our plan is to embody the spirit and the culture from which the Commonwealth arose so many centuries ago. That way, when we are all united in the other side of solitary, the people all shall see that we reflect the values they yet cherish in their hearts, not merely our own. To me, it's all good. You keep Dogo if you truly upper the difficulty. I think you deserve some advantage to make through the game. Not only because because I need him, and because I thought that Shay was more worthy of going, I might add. Anyway, we're still missing one key representative on behalf of Molten Millith, and I happen to know a certain bog dweller who I think shall fit the most splendidly. Emotions for someone to approach. Certain bog dweller slithers forward. You recognize her straight away. It is my pleasure to introduce you to a dear old friend of mine, whom I believe you've met. Welcome to Night and Wing, Bertrude. The bog dweller called Big Bertrude utters something guttural by way of greeting. I'm sorry. We are to understand that you require further aid from us. Yes, dear Bertrude. The time has come. Bertrude, here is far and away the most accomplished alchemist who I have ever met. You soon will find that she knows much about the rites as well. Bertrude looks you and your fellow exile each in turn. We frighten the apparent. Everyone is silent and Bertrude search their expression. Then tremble, small ones, and hold well thy tongues, lest we remove them. She takes her leave without another word. Please excuse Bertrude's blunt manner. I guarantee she shall more than make up for it. Everyone disperse. It seems now that the ranks of Night Wings are complete. She joined us? Now then, my girl, perhaps you noticed that the stars are bright once more up there behind those stubborn reins, meaning it is time that we got back to business. Indeed, once more, several stars shines bright within the cold and stormy sky. Now we have a snake with us. Why is this one so high up? They've lost 8 times. Let's go for them. If we can. Or let's go for this dude then. The chastity and old manly. He is without shame, the product of corruption that now festers in Commonwealth. You and Wolfred then go over what he knows. Manly Tinderstrauf, the offspring of a semi-famous sap industrialist. He was born into wealth and lived in a lap of luxury, never having to fend for himself. When he came of age, he soon was offered custody, ambassador potions that required little more than a silver tongue to convince the Commonwealth that he was keeping busy. He soon grew to proficient at doing nothing much at all, that he started spending all his family riches to assert his fame and status. One day, he attempted to pay off the wrong individual, a particular stern Commonwealth diplomat, who promptly turned him in and had him set down the river. Manly was very disappointed by all this, but soon saw in it an opportunity, for he knew well that in the inner circle there were those who had gone into exile and returned. Thanks to his connections, he tracked down the chastity deep in waking wood. He what is that word? Finagled his way into the triumvirate using a well-worn skills. Lime, you're scaring me. Stop scaring me like that. He in turn convinced himself that he would earn a position of great influence once he secured a way back to his home. He continues making hollow promises. The plan is going to prevent such characters as Manly from coming to power. Mark my word, for now, we ought to prepare to seek the stars again with adequate night rest. How does a little lime get a compliment when the maximum redeem have been reached per stream? Because we haven't refreshed the stream. You can get a compliment for a free lime. That's adorable. That is adorable. Lime. If I could pick between an orange and you, I would pick you. Because even though you're so sour, your sweetness compensates for it. Oh, you can give a compliment to Lime? How about that then? Do you want another one? You are pretty sweet. You bid Wolfred a good night and take your leave. It is too late now to prepare for flight, so you arrange to depart first thing in the morning. Jesus. You find Big Gertrude looking about the black wagon in a disapproving way. She fixes her gaze on you. Her expression does not change. Should I clutter, adding to this wagon, since you looked upon it last unsightly. You remember thee, from our abode in flagging hands. Then thou must be the reading one to whom Sandalwood referred. She moves in close, studying you. You recall that the mere touch of bog crone in the southern bog can indulge paralysis, or worse. That one such as thee can extract meaning of that tomb. Tome. 'Twas a feat we wish to witness for ourselves. Thy flesh has seen but the smallest fraction of the year since ours withstood, and yet we are expected to believe that thus canst understand the Book of Rites. Then she backs away for someone else to join you. Hail. Hail, Bertrude, madame. Is everything to your liking in this time, or is there something more which you require? We have been unable to locate a supply of rotworm gizzard extract among thy belongings. Other than that, we shall lodge no complaints at present. It is possible that Wolfred has a small supply among the possessions here. If you would care to accompany me, we may yet produce some. I couldn't have forgotten. My brain did a fart, I'm sorry. Try to be Colshay, he is the greater man. Stop it, Scorpy! No. If you stand on a pedestal, you are standing next to each other, just so you know. Scorpy is a little shite. If he makes me drink water. That's all I can say. That would be agreeable with us. Then after you, madame. Madame. As they depart, you think you see the lone minstrel nod his head your way. Yeah. Bertrude's decks, unusual ethage card, depicting the greater titans, probably for cause and enchantment. With these blackened nails, so I hereby inscribe the rites of flame. The bylaws shall be written here in full. We, the Eights, decree the rites attest of one true worth in body, mind, and spirit. Now, until the stars abandon us, this shall be binding law within the downside. Those deemed worthy in the rites are to regain their freedom from downside and return from whence they came. Exiles shall conduct the rites as one of 9 triumvirats and look towards the stars for guidance in their path. Exiles shall bear this book as status. Essential structure. The essential structure of a rite shall be as follows. Were chosen by the stars within the dark of night, shall 2 triumvirats stand in opposition, far enough afield beside their consecrated pyre, symbolizing their resolve. In each triumvirate, the 3 shall act as one, to demonstrate their trust in one another, not just in themselves. Triumvirats shall endeavor to extinguish the pyre of their adversaries, whose flames are only to be staunched through a celestial orb descending from the stars. Whoever pyre remains burning shall prevail. The triumvirats are to disperse. Searching the stars. We, the 8, have seen the turning of the stars from now until the end of our age. Heed their guidance and ours. I think it sounds like raining. It is raining outside. The stars in the game. The stars take many cyclic turns. The rites commence as there be hissed upon celestial landmarks, where the downside greater titans fell before the heavens. Bearing this the book bestowed on your triumvirants, you, the reader, shall perceive under which stars you are to congregate. Follow where they lead, as you adversaries shall, if either of you fail to appear, then neither of you walk the path. Whether you prevail or you fail, from that point the stars shall guide you on. No, it's not raining outside of my apartment, it's raining in the game. That's why it sounds like this. Before each rite, the rite shall not commence unless the necessary preparations are complete at a celestial landmark, ere the stars align. Exiles shall conduct the rites bearing this book, of which there are but 40 copies, each bound in astral hide. Exiles shall wear the sacred raiments fashioned in our likeness as at the summit of Mount Alodiel. Their identities are to be concealed, for they shall represent us all. Exiles shall set a metal sigil for their pyre, and consecrate the ground using the words the 8 scribes gave their freedom, so that we may yet have ours. The heavens shall respond when all is set. During the rites, each triumvirate shall act as one, unerringly and without question. Disobedience shall suffer banishment and permanent expulsion. Exiles shall move as of a single mind to demonstrate their faith and recognize that they, as we, the 8, cannot prevail alone. Their worth shall be determined both by their action and their peers. Triumvirates lacking experience in this may designate a reader whose focus on the book may help the others to coordinate. However, only those who shall conduct the rites firsthand shall walk the path towards enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Oh, there's so much to read. Burning Pyre. At the appointed time at the aligned of stars, the heavens shall rain down upon the ground sufficiently prepared, and thus the 2 opposing pyres shall be set ablaze. Thus shall commence the rites. Triumvirants are to protect their pyres as they would their lifeblood. Lifeblood itself is never to be shed before, during, or after any rite, lest the disobeyers suffer permanent exposure. Exile is injury enough. The rite is an act of mercy. Fear not the purifying flame. Purge into it headlong and without fear, for you shall be protected by the stars themselves. Seek freedom in the flames. The aura. Exiles bearing the raiment and this book reveal their hidden inner aura in the color of their flame. The aura is the exile's solitary weapon in the rites. Information, but this is information we know. This isn't, like, this is just how the games work, right? It's worse when they talk about other things and I'm not following at all. I got tired of sitting. Banishment is a fleet of nothingness. Seek the pyre's light and thus make your return. The exile presence shapes the aura. Exiles gain greater auras while standing side by side with their triumvirants, for we gain strength together. Exiles may cast their aura through sheer force of focus on this book. Nearing the time, yeah. I wanna read this through, and then I go off for a little bit to eat, rest a little bit, stretch out, and come back. And you have time, of course, to do the same. But I want to read through these chapters first. Thank you, Scorpio, for reminding me. As the two flames are lit, so shall the celestial orb fall from the heavens. But one such orb shall be availed by the stars, requiring triumvirants to vie for it. Its cosmic connection to the flames, the raiments, and the book bestow the necessary qualities for its bearer to prevail. Effortlessly sails the orb between the three in triumvirate. It seeks the grasp of whoever acts among the three. Once grasped, the orb shall draw within it all the bearer's aura. Fueled by the triumvirate's own flame, it is to be casted into the flame. The path. Snack o'clock. Hope you regain some. You do some food and do some important stuff as well. Important as I mean take care of yourselves. That's what I mean important. In each rite we gain enlightenment, whether we prevail or we fail. Indeed, through failure do we tend to learn the most valued lessons, provided we survive. None among us have prevailed without end. Exiles who walk the path towards enlightenment shall at times be struck by an epiphany and achieve mastery in some respect. Choose well among these blessings we bestow, thus you may yet achieve your potential and surpass your adversaries. Whether you prevail, your triumvirants earn favor. In time, the triumvirants with the most favor shall be summoned to the liberation rite to earn a chance at freedom. Then the cycle shall begin anew. The liberation rite takes place upon the fall of Solium under the blooded moon, witnessed by the heralds from the stars. There, the most favored triumvirants shall confront the one which we appoint. These two triumvirates first shall pass through scribe gates. I also need to drink something, I think. Where their worth shall be assembled under the stars. Only the most enlightened exiles within each triumvirate may be anointed for a chance at freedom. 2 of their companions shall support them whilst they strive. The anointment champion of the triumvirate, which prevails, then shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return to glory. That was the last one. That only told us everything we already know, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, I think that's gonna be where we stop the Pyre session of today. We might play some more Pyre tomorrow. But for now I think this is where we stop.